Function.
Display action or extensions.
Yeah. Jaya Radhe Jaya Krishna Jaya Vrindavan Shri Govinda Gopinatha Madana
Jaya Radhe Jaya Krishna Jaya Vrindavana Shri Govinda Gopinatha
Jaya Radhe Jaya Krishna Jaya Vrindavan Shri Govinda Gopinatha Madana
Jaya Radhe Jaya Krishna Jaya Vrindavana Shri Govinda Gopinatha Madana
Shama Kunda Radha Kunda Virovardhan Kalindi Jamuna Jayo Jayo
Shama Kunda Radha Kunda Giri Govardhana Kalindi Jamuna Jayo Jayo
Keshi Ghata Vamshi Ghata Dwadasa Kana Shamasa Bhalila Bhalilo Shri Nanda Nanda
Yeshiyatavam Srivata Vadasatana Javasavadila Kulilo Shri Nanda Nanda
Shri Nanda Yashoda Jayo Jayo Gopada Shri Damari
Sri Nanda Yashoda Jayo Jayo Gopala Sri Ramadi Jayo Jayo Venu Vatsala
Jayo Vrishabhanu Jayo Pitida Sundari Jayo Purnamasi Jayo Abhila Nagari
Jayo Vrishabhanu Jayo Pitida Sundari Jayo Purnamasi Jayo Abhila Nagari
Jayo Jayo Gopishwara Vrindavana Madha Jayo Jayo Krishna Sakha Vatudvijara
Jayo Jayo Gopishwara Vrindavana Madha Jayo Jayo Krishna Sakha Vatudvijara
Jayo Rama Bhata Jayo Rodini Nandana Jayo Jayo Vrindavana Basi Jata
Jayo Rama Gata Jayo Rohini Nandana Jayo Jayo Vrindavana Basi Jagajana
Jayo Dvijapati Jayo Nagakanyaga Bhakti Teya Paino Govinda Chara
Jayo Dvijapatni Jayo Nagakanyagana Bhakti Jaya Parilo Govinda Chara
Srivasta Mandala Jayo Jayo Radha Shyam Jayo Jayo Rasa Leela Sarva
Sri Rasa Mandala Jayo Jayo Radha Shyama Jayo Jayo Rasa Leela Sarva Manorama
Jayo Jayo Jala Rasa Sarva Rasa Paratiya Bhave Jaha Rajate Pracha
Jayo Jayo Jaya Rasa Sarva Rasa Sara Paratiya Bhave Jaha Rajate Prachaya
Shri Madana Padma Oriya Smara Krishna Dase Mohe Nama Sankita
Pada Padma Oriya Smarana Dina Krishna Dasa Kohe Nama Sankirtana
Jayo Radhe Jayo Krishna Jayo ज्ञानञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरुवे नमः। श्रीचैतन्यमनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूपा कदा मह्यं ददाति स्वपदं ततः। वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरो श्रीयुतपदकमलं श्रीगुरुन् वैष्णवंश्च श्रीरूपं साग्रजातं सहगण रघुनाथान्वितं तं सजीवं साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनसहितं कृष्णचैतन्यदेवं श्रीराधाकृष्णपादान् सहगण ललिता श्रीविशाखान्वितं हे कृष्ण करुणा सिंधु दीनबंधु जगतपते गोपेश गोपिका कांत राधा कांत नमस्ते तप्त कांचन गौरंगी राधे वृंदावनेश्वरी ऋषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये वंशाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्येव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्तवृंद। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। मुखं करोति वाचालं पंगुं लंघयते गिरिं यत्कृपातमहं वन्दे श्रीगुरुदीनतारिणं परमानन्दमाधवं श्रीचैतन्येश्वरम्। Anusanga phala kare samsarera shaya chitta akashiya karaya Krishna premodaya. By chanting the holy name of the Lord, one dissolves his entanglement in material activities. After this, one becomes very much attracted to Krishna, and thus dormant love for Krishna is awakened. So what happens when we chant the holy name of Krishna? Dissolves his entanglement in material activities. After this, one becomes very much attracted to Krishna, and thus dormant love for Krishna is awakened. That's the holy. That's the holy. Okay.
अतएव यन्त्रमुखी एककृष्णनाम प्रीताय वैष्णवकरिता Andhara Samana. Vichitra Mahaprabhu then finally advised, one who is chanting the Hare Krishna mantra is understood to be a Vaishnava. Therefore, we should offer all respects to him. The Bhaktivinoda Thakur comments that serving Vaishnavas is most important for a householder. Whether a Vaishnava is properly initiated or not is not a subject for consideration. This is Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's instruction.
Serving Vaishnava is very powerful. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu says, if you just serve Vaishnavas and chant the holy name of Krishna, you will definitely see the lotus feet of Sri Krishna. Avashya pai Sri Krishna Charan. Just Vaishnava Seva and the holy name. As much as, and how we can get Vaishnava Seva is by a strong desire. One time I asked Shamanand Prabhu, that Prabhu, I didn't ask actually, somebody else asked this question. How do you know if you are making progress? And he said, if you are making progress, your eagerness to serve devotees will increase. Otherwise, we will feel like, why are they asking me for some service? I should not talk to them. They give me service all the time. But this is one consciousness. Another consciousness is when somebody gives us a service and we feel like, I'm so fortunate I got some opportunity to render some service. It's not just the service we do, it's about the attitude of service. And how much we are engaged in service is dependent upon our attitude. The more we grow, the more you will feel like, how can I serve? This is not only how can I serve Shri Radha Krishna and Gopijana Vallabha and God Nityananda Prabhupada, but how can I serve is a general principle that permeates our consciousness. How can I serve? Like Prabhupada would say, we can enter Vrindavan only in the mood of seva. If you enter Vrindavan in the mood of enjoyment, you cannot go. So in the mood of seva means we really try to, the shortcut to make advancement is please devotees. And when you please devotees, you get mercy. That's what we need. We need mercy. You get mercy from devotees. Bhaktivinoda Thakur says, Bhakti is transferred from the heart of a Vaishnava to another heart of a Vaishnava. Bhakti is not transferred from Krishna to Bhakta. It is transferred heart to heart. Whose heart? Everybody heart. They will give you a share if you please them. It's not one Vaishnava. As many devotees you please, and they will give you a share knowingly and unknowingly. Just the pleasure of a Vaishnava. They will transfer Bhakti. And opposite things is also true. It is said that devotees give bhakti, devotees takes bhakti away also. Not that they purposefully take. Krishna arranges in such a way. Devotees give bhakti, devotees take bhakti. So Bhaktivinoda Thakur comments that serving Vaishnava is most important for householders. I mean, for me also. for everyone, this principle is there. Whether a Vaishnava is initiated or not initiated, this is Mahaprabhu's instruction. And what is the best way to render service? How can you best serve somebody? Like giving them Krishna. Huh? For non-devotees, it is prashadam. Oh, how you serve others. Yeah, prashadam is a very good way to serve. You serve, whether it's non-devotees, whether it's devotees, you give Krishna to them. You give Krishna in whichever way you can. You somehow please devotees. Somehow. How Raghunath Das Goswami could overcome obstacles in his spiritual life. You know what was his obstacle? He wanted Mahaprabhu. He tried many times, he could not get Mahaprabhu. Then what did he do? But he went to Nityananda Prabhu. He asked Nityananda Prabhu, how can I get Mahaprabhu? What did Nityananda Prabhu say? Serve devotees. Then he asked, how do I serve? What did he say? Feed everybody. Everybody you feed. And he fed everybody and he got the mercy. First he got the mercy of Guru Nityananda Prabhu when he served devotees. And then how Narad Muni attained perfection. By remnants, what happened? By remnants, his past sins were reduced. And then it said, by serving, he developed taste. If you eat remnants, your sins will go away. But if you serve, you will develop taste. Remember? By serving, he developed lot of taste in hearing and chanting. He became so absorbed that when he started meditating on Lord, the Lord appeared in his heart and then the voice spoke to him. He became so absorbed by serving the whole Bhakti Vedantas. What does Srimad Bhagavatam says how to develop ruchi? Mahat Sevaya Vipra. Vasu. What is the verse? What is the beginning? Yeah. Okay. Anyways, Vasudeva Katharichi Mahashevaya Vipra Punya Gita Nishevana. First line I don't remember. But it is said that if you want to develop taste in Vasudev Katha or Vasudev Kirtan, Vasudev Katha Ruchi, if you want to develop that Ruchi, Mahat Sevaya, you serve the Mahat, serve the devotees. And the more senior devotees you serve, the more quicker it is. And the more senior devotees you offend, the more quicker it is. One proper disciple came, and somehow my life has become so busy. Every week I'm thinking, Krishna, give me some space. My reading has gone down. Today I read like half an hour. Yesterday also, some days no reading. So busy. And one proper disciple came. It's a big responsibility. He's staying for like 20 days. So one day, I don't know what happened. I made breakfast. I make breakfast and lunch for devotees. I made breakfast. Then everybody ate. Then I went and took some rest. And some thoughts were coming. It was like 1 p.m. And I'm like, क्या गलत हुआ आज? ऐसे विचार क्यों आ रहे? बस सोच रहा हूँ भगवान आज क्या हो रहा है? आज जितना अच्छी नहीं है. उसके बाद एक थॉट आया. Proper disciple did not take breakfast and he left. He actually had to leave at 8 a.m. तो वो 8 बजे चले गए. Breakfast is served at 8:30. तो मैंने एक भक्त को पूछा. मैंने एक भक्त को रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी है रोज इनका टेक केयर करो. तो उनको पूछा, प्रभु जी आपने ब्रेकफास्ट दिया उनको? बोले नहीं प्रभु जी. 1 बज गया, वो कल रात से भूखे. तो मैंने उनको फोन किया, Did you take breakfast? He said, no, Prabhu. I'm okay, don't worry about my prasad. तो यही बोलेंगे, मेरा हरिओम हो जाएगा. वो तो कुछ नहीं बोलेंगे. वो तो ना बोलेंगे आपने प्रसाद किस दिया मेरे को. बोले no, Prabhu, don't worry about prasad. I can live without prasad. मैंने कहा, तो मेरे गाड़ी में बैठा हुए गया, मेरे को प्रसाद ले लो. तो जितनी सीनियर भक्त है ना, उतना छोटा मिस्टेक उतना हैवी प्राइस होता है. I know if those kind of thoughts are coming, I know कोई grave offense हुआ है. छोटे छोटे अपराध से ऐसे विचार नहीं आते. तो मुझे लगा कि नहीं, आज तो पूरा माया गई प्रकोप है भाई, पूरा अड्डा माया का कॉन्शियसनेस में. क्या आज क्या? तो वैष्णव से बहुत सावधान रहना चाहिए. एक बार मैंने पहले भी वही वैसा एक्सपीरियंस किया था. Remember Kaunteya Prabhu and his wife? You remember? They came, they live in a temple. तो देने के लिए कुछ था नहीं, कोई लेफ्ट ओवर भी नहीं था. उसके बाद वो लोग भूखे सो गए. नेक्स्ट मैं हरि बोल गया. मैं शाम की सुबह को बोला, प्रभु जी कुछ गलती हो, क्या गलती हो? मैंने उनसे जाके पूछा कि प्रभु जी कल आपने प्रसाद में क्या लिया? वो बोले एक्चुअली आई टुक सम ओटमील. वो तो ब्रेकफास्ट में बना दिया ना, और ब्रेकफास्ट में बना तो कितना हार्ड और सूखा हो जाता है। वो वही खाई, क्योंकि भूख लगा था, कुछ खाने को नहीं था। अरे कोई वैष्णव आपके घर पे आया है, कम से कम प्रसाद तो खिलाओ। ये तो एक बेसिक। और मंदिर में क्या है ना, मंदिर में लाइन बहुत बिजी रहता है, इसलिए कोई सीढ़ी डिवोटीज आते हैं ना, मैं मंदिर में रुकवाता ही नहीं। भैया किसी भक्त के घर पे रहो तो क्या है ना, उनके पास आप ही टेक केयर करने के लिए, एक भक्त को टेक केयर करना आसान है। यहाँ ऑलरेडी 10-12 भक्त है, उनका टेक केयर कर रहे हैं, समझ ही नहीं आता, ध्यान से निकल जाता है। पर उन वैष्णव को प्लीज करोगे तो बहुत जल्दी एडवांसमेंट भी होगा, वो प्रसन्न हो जाएंगे तो बहुत कृपा मिलेगा। तो क्या है ना, ये एक वो होता है, बोनांजा ऑफर वो होता है भक्तों की सेवा। जैसे भक्त की सेवा करोगे ना, उतना कृपा मिलेगा। मैं बस ये सोचा था कि यार एक मैंने जब बरसाना महाराज से भी सवाल पूछा ना, महाराज हाउ डू आई मेक प्रोग्रेस, ही सेड सर्व डिवोटीज। आई सेड महाराज हाउ डू आई गेट देयर व्हेन आई वांट टू गो, यू हैव टू रेंट अ सर्विस टू डिवोटीज। एक कृष्ण डिवोटीज so Bhaktivinoda Thakur said this is most important, whether a Vaishnava is initiated or not. Most important subject for consideration is you try to serve devotees. And if you desire, you will get opportunity. It becomes a desire. तो कभी कभी डिजायर ऐसा हो जाता है कि सोचता हूँ और क्या डिजायर किया। अभी क्या है ना, लाइफ एकदम मैं भी सोच रहा हूँ यार, आई नीड अ ब्रेक। ऑलरेडी 3 महीना ही हुआ है, बिल्कुल। आई एम थिंकिंग आई नीड अ ब्रेक नाउ, दिस इज गोइंग टू। और वेस्टर्न कल्चर भी ऐसा है कि मुझे समझ नहीं आता।
Kandera Mukunda Dasa Sri Raghunathana Sri Narahari E Mukhya Tina Jana. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu then turned his attention to 3 persons, Mukunda Dasa, Raghunandana and Sri Narahari, inhabitants of the place called Khanda.
So Mahaprabhu then turned his attention to Mukunda, Raghunandan and Narahari Sarkar.
Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, the son of the mother Sachi, next asked Mukunda, the son, you are the father and you are the son. Your son is Raghunandana. Is that so?
So have you heard about the story of Raghunandan? You heard the story? Yeah. Yeah, go ahead and describe. Anyone remembers Raghunandan's story?
He feeds Prasad to the deity.
Then what
He
happened?
forces him to eat, otherwise my father will chastise him.
Yeah.
Then Krishna eats directly from the plate.
Half
Then,
laddu.
he catches. Yeah.
You understood? So Mukunda was the father. He had to go. He could not serve the deities. So he told his son Raghunandan, you offer bhoga to the Lord. So he offered, and then he's offering, and Gopal is not eating. So he told Gopal, I'm offering, why don't you eat? So Gopal spoke, very simple faith. Gopal said, I'm in my deity form. I don't eat physically. By seeing, I eat. He said, this, I don't understand all these things. There is prasad, eat. So he said, no, I cannot eat like that. Then he said, no. And then he started crying. He said, I have no love for you. That's why you're not eating. So Krishna became merciful. So he said, okay, I'll eat. So he took from his hand and he ate. So Raghunandan went and he told his mother, asked, where is the prasad? Prasad? What is prasad? Where did you offer? Yeah, he offered. So where is the food? He ate. He ate. Then she complained to his father Mukunda that looks like our son is going in the altar and he's eating. I don't think we should ask him to eat. It's an offense to Gopal. So Mukunda said, okay, I will see. And then next day again, Mukunda said the same thing. This time he is mimicking. He said, I have to go out. Can you offer? So mother gave him laddu and he went and he told Gopal, Gopal eat. Gopal said, okay. So Gopal took the food, laddu, and started eating. And then he ate half and Mukunda was watching this time. He knew that बच्चा कभी झूठ तो बोला नहीं मेरा, काफी सात्विक बच्चा है, तो ये कैसे झूठ बोल रहा है. Then he saw that Gopal is eating. And Gopal was stunned when he saw Mukunda. And then he stopped as soon as Mukunda entered. And Mukunda thought, wow, my son's devotion is million times better than me. When I came, Gopal stopped. When he was there, he happily took from his hand and eaten. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu met Mukunda. Then Chaitanya Mahaprabhu asked Mukunda that who is the father, who is the son? He asked the same question to Advaitacharya and Achyutananda also. Who is the father and who is the son? So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, the son of Mother Sachi, next asked Mukunda Das, you are the father and your son is Raghunandan. Is that so? Is that correct?
Father and you are his son. That so that my doubts may go.
Is your son your father or is your father or whatever opposite? So what is the truth? I am doubtful who Mahaprabhu is telling. Hey, Amara Nishchay. This is my Nishchay. What did he say? Mukunda said, he is my father. And what was Mahaprabhu's response?
All of us have a brain. Therefore, in my mind, he is not.
So when he saw Raghunandan, he was like, from him I should learn how to become a devotee. I want a bhakti like him. I don't have that. So he is the one who is bringing us closer to Krishna. So he is my father and I am his son. Yeah. Yeah, in Bengal. The deity carries the half laddu. I have been there.
से कहे प्रभु कही ने निश्चय जानता है कि कृष्ण भक्ति से. Hearing Mukundasa gave this proper decision, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu confirmed it, saying, yes, it is correct. One who awakens devotion to Krishna is certainly the spiritual master.
Yes, it's correct that he is a guru because he is bringing closer to Krishna. Mahaprabhu was happy. If Mahaprabhu is asking, obviously Mahaprabhu wants to hear what he wants to hear. Nobody will ask, you are the father and your son or daughter is who is the father. So obviously Mahaprabhu wants the opposite answer. Then he said, this is correct. Yes.
बतेरा महिमा प्रभु कहिते पाया सुख बतेरा महिमा कहिते तोयो पंचमुख. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu became very happy just to speak of the glories of his devotees. Indeed, when he spoke of their glories, it was as if he had 5 faces.
He was very happy to see the glories of his devotees. As if it has 5 mouths, Panchamukha. This also shows that we should also be eager to glorify devotees. And we should also be eager to hear the glories of devotees. Sometimes we hear the glories of devotees and we think, yeah, what is the truth? But when we have that genuine appreciation, actually, we should always try to train ourselves to see good in others. Always try to train. Mind can give us many, many ways in which we can find fault. What do we do when the mind finds faults? Does anyone mind see find faults? Devotees? Yes, no? So what do we do when mind sees fault? Criticize them? That's yeah. What do we do when the mind finds faults? What should we do? Don't listen to the mind. So what do we tell? The mind says, because of him, my life is problematic. And because of him, I don't know when this person will go away from my life. And how do I deal with him? It's so difficult. Why is he here in the first place? Mind may give so many thoughts. What do we do? It's not a good mind. Mind is getting these thoughts. But what should we do if mind presents thoughts?
See that reason. Respect it.
We respect him. He's a devotee. Okay. Anything else we can do?
We try to feel good.
Good about that person. Very good. We try to think good about that person. Anything else? We glorify them internally, at least internally, externally also if possible. Yeah, these are all very good ways. We pray. That's a very good, very important form. Is we pray to Krishna. Krishna, please, I don't want to see good in others. Sorry. I don't want to see fault in others. If we have one negative thought now about somebody, it will put us in distress. It's all karmic reaction. Any trouble we give to others now, it's going to come back to us. If you want your devotional service to be stably good, don't criticize devotees mentally. Physically, anyways, we are like well trained to some extent, that will not say. But mentally, don't listen. Because what happens when we mentally criticize some devotees, mentally, we are putting them in anxiety. And Krishna will not leave us. If we put somebody in anxiety, Krishna will not leave us. Then we are put into anxiety. And then we think that I'm not doing anything, there is nothing wrong. Why I am going through this thing? Because we are putting somebody else into anxiety. One of the quality of a devotee is he does not put anybody into anxiety. One of the quality of a devotee. You know how you put somebody in anxiety? If I feel bad about Naresh Prabhu, he will be in anxiety tomorrow morning while chanting. But don't think that I can harm him. I can only harm myself. And creating a graveyard for myself day after day. समझ गए? You cannot harm anybody. You have negative thoughts towards somebody, you are just waiting for your chanting to go down. Or huh? One time a devotee asked Maharaj, you are saying this, but mental offenses, I heard they are not taken. I also heard that. And that's all he said. Isn't it? Yeah. I also heard that. I'm sharing you with my experience, Father. It's very well taken. I mean, we hear mental offenses are not taken. Maybe nothing gross will happen, but consciousness will be affected. Your japa will definitely be affected. You can try. You find fault with somebody and see. In 2 days, your japa will go down also. And many times you're not able to see why my japa is going up and down. Because my mind is not always in a mood of appreciation and glory. Now, if any point of time my mind present any thought, then immediately I pray to Krishna, Krishna, please let me not see this. Then the thought comes that, oh, I cannot live without my devotee. I need this devotee. And if you see all the devotees, you feel the same way. Actually, I cannot serve without this devotee. I cannot live without this devotee. So, glorifying is good. But mental offenses, don't put anybody in anxiety. Even between husband, wife, or children, anyone, if you have negativity towards somebody, they are going into distress. You know this. You all know this, right? No, you don't know this. You're putting him into distress. It's so obvious, right? No? Never experienced? Yeah, definitely. You think bad about somebody. एक बार क्या हुआ वेस्टर्न में पता नहीं क्या क्या होता रहता है प्रभु। इट्स अ शॉक फॉर मी। मैं सोचता हूँ, मैं कई बार सोचता हूँ क्यों मैंने ये डायरेक्शन लिया अपने जीवन में। फिर लोग बोलते हैं प्रभु जी क्या ग्रेट सर्विस कर रहे हो। सोचता हूँ यार, सोच रहा हूँ कि क्यों कर रहा हूँ। बट एनीवेज यू आर एनकरेजिंग मी, थैंक यू फॉर योर एनकरेजमेंट। एक वक्त से मैं गुस्सा हुआ क्योंकि मैं कुछ बोला नहीं, कहना भगवान ने टॉलरेंस सिखा दिया तो बोलते कुछ नहीं, पर मेंटली मुझे अच्छा नहीं लगा। और कुछ कुछ बिहेव किए थे, कुछ इधर हरकतें की, इधर उधर उटपटांग हरकतें की। फिर मैंने शाम को पूछा, सो हाउ आर यू डूइंग? कंप्लीटली मिजरेबल। और वो लोग ऑनेस्ट होते हैं, हाउ आर यू? टेरिबल प्रभु, आई एम टेरिबल। Okay, and then he said the whole day I'm in going into depression. I think I need some antidepressant medicine. लेकिन नहीं, कोई antidepressant medicine का आवश्यकता नहीं है. But it's true actually. Then I was thinking, why did I put somebody into anxiety? एक विचार है ना, किसी को anxiety में डालोगे, तो किसी के बारे में गलत विचार नहीं करो. हाँ, तभी हम आगे जा पाएंगे. एक समय देखो, आपको क्या लगता है, ये जो भक्त लोग होते हैं, जैसे एक भक्त मेरे गुरु महाराज से पूछा, रघुनाथ स्वामी महाराज से, कि महाराज हाउ इज इट एवरीबॉडी लव्स यू? यू हर्ड दैट? कदम कदम प्रभु मेंशन वन ऑफ द शेयरिंग, महाराज हाउ इज इट एवरीबॉडी लव्स यू? व्हाट डिड ही से? Because I don't find fault in anyone. I'll explain. I don't find fault in anyone. That's why everybody loves me. मतलब किसी में फॉल्ट फाइंड करोगे ना, तो कोई आप में फॉल्ट फाइंड करेगा, मतलब ऑब्वियसली कोई आपसे प्रेम नहीं करेगा. May not be the same person, be somebody else. But if you don't find fault in anybody, everybody will love you. If you find fault in few will find fault in you. Karma will come back to us. आप किसी से बुरा करोगे बुरा आएगा, अच्छा करोगे अच्छा है. ऐसा मत सोचो कि हम भक्त हैं तो कर्मा नहीं काम करेगा. कर्मा 100% वर्क्स ऑन ऑल ऑफ अस. यस, प्रीवियस बैड कर्मा इज नलिफाइड बाय गुरु कृपा, पर अभी जो कर रहे हो उसका रिएक्शन आपको भुगतना होगा, अच्छा या बुरा. So it's all come back to us what we give to the society, especially devotee circle. Make sense? You read?
सुनो मुकुंदरा प्रेमा गुड़ा निर्मला प्रेमा येने दगदा हेमा. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu then informed all his devotees, please hear from Mukunda's love of Godhead. It is very deep and pure love and can only be compared to purified gold.
So Mahaprabhu is now describing the glories of Mukunda's love for Krishna. It's very nice. No, it's Mukunda Das.
Son was Raghunandan who offered.
Yes. So Mukunda Dutt's son is Raghunandan?
That's what
Does he say Mukunda Dutt? It's Mukunda, right? I mean, they may be same. If they same, let me know, because nowhere it says they're different or same, but usually the names are very specific. If Mahaprabhu says Mukunda Das or Mukunda Dutt, he refers to both differently.
it's related to the referring to the incident like that Gopal.
Yeah, same Mukunda.
Mukunda Das is the one who accompanied
Yes, yes. This is somebody who is visiting with Bengal Vasis. So Mukunda Das, who is Mukunda Das? I don't know. If they are same, nowhere Prabhupada mentions they are same or they are different. So he didn't comment, so I'm not comment. Is it okay? We leave it a question mark. Okay. Yes. Oh, did we read? Yeah. Okay. Yes.
external appears for other creation, in which the government of service, but internally he has a deep love for Krishna. He can understand this love.
So he used to serve the government as a physician. Rajya. So basically, Mahaprabhu knows Mukunda's love. But unless Mahaprabhu himself declares or discloses, one cannot understand. So in Chaitanya Charitamrita, they said, Tanra Vakya Kriya Mudra Vigyana Bujaya. Means even the most perfect and learned scholar cannot understand a Vaishnava's activities. Have you experienced that we find fault in sometimes very senior devotees? Have you experienced? No? Many time I have experienced. One time I was in Chicago. One devotee was visiting from Vrindavan. I think I shared before. So he was chanting. He was leading Kirtan. And the Kirtan became very ecstatic. So the devotees surrounding him, they were like, became very divinely ecstatic. So when he was saying, Hare Krishna, and this person Prabhu was sitting, was playing Kartal, he also was fully fired up. And he said, Hare Krishna. And he said, I am leading, not you, in anger. Shut up, I am leading. So I was sitting just behind him. I'm like, कैसे वैष्णव? Shut up. I'm leading. अरे वो भी हरिनाम कर रहा है. My mind found fault in it. Then I thought, पता नहीं क्या हालत होने वाली एरिया में, क्योंकि वो 40 साल से वृंदावन में 30 साल से वृंदावन भजन कर रहे हैं और कीर्तन से दिख रहा है. उन्होंने कहा कि नहीं क्या कर रहा हूँ. But mind is like that. But it is said that devotees senior to us, their activities we cannot understand. We judge them actually. Like हम उनको अपने लेवल पे ले आते हैं. We bring Krishna to our level also. कृष्णा का पास्ट टाइम सुनेंगे तो सोचेंगे इसलिए ऐसा कर रहे हैं. कृष्णा को भी नहीं छोड़ेंगे हम. इसलिए Krishna doesn't come to us because he knows we'll bring him to our level. It's a natural tendency. We bring everybody to our level. That's why Mahaprabhu made this statement in Madhya Lila, Tanra Vakya Kriya Mudra. What they speak, Vakya, Kriya, what they do, Mudra, how they act, Vigyana Bujay. Vigya means, Gyan means knowledge, Vigya means cannot understand. But you can understand the activities of devotees who are lesser in Krishna consciousness than you. Why they are doing that? You can understand that. But you cannot understand those who are higher. That's why Guru knows us fully. But we cannot judge Guru. But we will do it anyways, but we should not do it. नहीं प्रभु जी पक्का निश्चित रूप से हम सोचे गुरु अरे भैया हमारे जैसे ही है. नहीं भैया हमारे जैसे नहीं है. नहीं हमारे जैसे ही है. This is called condition. हम लोग conditioned है. किसी क्या what is our condition? सबको नीचे करना चाहते हैं हम लोग. We are conditioned to put everybody below us and ourselves on the top. तो वो धीरे धीरे हटेगा. तो वहां पर बोले कि नहीं समझ सकते. Any thought comes, just understand. I cannot understand. That's what we should understand. I cannot understand. But this is a training. भक्ति ना एक ट्रेनिंग है. आपको अपने आप को भक्ति कॉन्शियसनेस में लाना है. और वो ट्रेनिंग है. क्लियर? कभी कभी लोग इसको वो भी लेते हैं एज अ हम लोग को शास्त्र को ना कभी डिफेंसिव वे में इस्तेमाल नहीं करना चाहिए. शास्त्र को डिफेंसिव में एक बार एक भक्त कुछ ऐसा हुआ था. मैं आई वाज जस्ट पार्ट ऑफ द कन्वर्सेशन. तो एक भक्त ने बोला कि किसी एक सीनियर भक्त थे उनसे कुछ कन्वर्सेशन चल रहा था. तो उन्होंने कुछ बोला कि हाउ डू आई अंडरस्टैंड, कैसे। और उस भक्त ने कुछ गलती किया एक्चुअली, तो इस भक्त ने उस भक्त को कुछ बोला, वो भक्त वापस इनको रिप्लाई किए, प्रभु तांडा वाक्य क्रिया मुद्रा बुझाए न समय, मैं आपसे सीनियर हूँ राइट, आप नहीं समझ सकते मैं क्या कर रहा हूँ, डोंट ट्राई टू अंडरस्टैंड मी। तो पता है क्या हुआ, यहाँ पे आप ईगो को इस्तेमाल कर रहे हो, अपना ईगो प्रोटेक्ट करने के लिए आप शास्त्र का इस्तेमाल कर रहे हो, ये नहीं करना चाहिए। असल में वी यूज शास्त्र टू प्रोटेक्ट अवर फॉल्स ईगो, और सारे शास्त्रिक डिस्कशन में ना केवल फॉल्स ईगो ही सामने रहता है, तो only false ego plays the role. Shastra has gone back. We just somehow or other want to prove, we don't want to know others कि हम गिरे हुए हैं, इसलिए हम शास्त्र को एज अ स्टिक सहारा लेके चलते हैं किसी दूसरे को नीचे गिराने के लिए। और थ्रू शास्त्र ना यू कैन प्रूव एनीथिंग, you tell any point, we can say from shastra how this is correct, this is why our philosophy achintya bhed abhed, every all contradictions are in the scriptures, so you can prove any contradiction through scriptures, that's our philosophy. But that is not right, that is like uh, that's actually shastra ninda, it becomes an offense. You use shastra to protect falsehood. Have you experienced that? Never. No, माता जी वाले शास्त्र छोड़ो, हम डायरेक्ट बोलते हैं, हम शास्त्र का सहारा नहीं लेते सीधा। Okay, who is supposed to read?
One day, Mukunda Dasa, the royal physician, high platform, and was telling the people about medical treatment.
About medical treatment. ये एक हिंदी सॉन्ग है, इट्स एक्चुअली सिंग इन गोवर्धन इको विलेज, जीवी our Maharashtra project, they sing every day at मान मंदिर, it's a veg song. ये मन बड़ा चंचल है, कैसे इसे समझाऊं, एक बूंद जो मिल जाए तकदीर बदल जाए, राधे तेरे चरणों की एक धूल जो मिल जाए, श्यामा तेरे चरणों की एक धूल जो मिल जाए। You understand? It's Hindi. It's very clear. ये मन बड़ा चंचल है, कैसे मैं इसे समझूं? You understand? No. You understand? Basically, it's a prayer. It's a Vraj song. You know, Vraj songs are mostly in Hindi. I was talking to my mother, and I said, "Ki, what is the language of the lecture?" She said, "Obviously Hindi." She said, "Till the history in ISKCON Noida, no English lecture so far." मैंने कहा, "Oh, I can never give lecture in Noida then." हिंदी से बोला नहीं जाता, उसकी पूरा आदत ही छूट गया है। अगर कोई बोले हिंदी टूटा फूटा बोलता हूँ जी, जबकि मैं वही पला बड़ा हूँ, तो वहाँ पे सारे लेक्चर हिंदी में होते हैं। व्रज में ना हिंदी होता है सब, मतलब if English speaker comes he gives, then Hindi translation is there with the mic, all Hindi audience. तो व्रज के काफी सारे गाने सॉन्ग हिंदी में है, so it basically means if I get a speck of dust of the lotus feet of Srimati Radha and Shri Krishna, then my fortune will change, takdeer badal jaye. And it says ये मन बड़ा चंचल है, this mind is very flickering, like goes here and there for no reason, just goes. How do I manage it? But if I get a speck of your dust from your lotus feet, then upside down my fortune will change, everything will change, please. But you know, the rasa is listening to Raj song in Raj Bhasha only. Otherwise it's so Mukunda Das, he was the royal physician of the Muslim king. And what was he doing? Was seated with Muslim king on a high platform and was telling the king about medical treatment, how to treat you medically.
Dinakale Kamayura Ucheradan Rajashri Rupahridan Ekasevakam. While the king and Mukundasa were conversing, a servant brought a fan made of peacock feathers to shade the king's head from the sun. Consequently, he held the fan above the king's head.
So he was a king. So one servant came and he was fanning the peacock fan to cool him down.
इसकी पिक्चर देखी मुकुंद प्रेम just by seeing the peacock feathered fan, Mukunda Dasa became absorbed in ecstatic love of Godhead and fell from a high platform onto the ground.
So when Mukunda Das he saw the peacock fan, what did he do? He fainted. Actually, it said they were scared. He fainted. Just by seeing the peacock fan, he became absorbed in love. This is too intense love. Beyond imagination. I mean, I was just thinking, what
I'm seeing it.
like when we do peacock fan 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 6 or 7. One more. The next 1, 2, 3, 4. What is the time? 5, 6, 7. Then let I show you mercy. Varanga. 1, 2, 3. कैसे possible? Can we imagine the level of absorption? कितना भरे हुए हैं वो लोग? How filled they are in love for Krishna. There's so many stories in Mahaprabhu's stories. So many passages like this. They hear a word and they're like, I don't want to hear that word. Can you think of Pandit Vidyanidhi? He was really trying hard to not be Krishna conscious. And she said, how merciful is Krishna. Putana came to kill him with her poison, and Pandit Vidyanidhi started falling on the ground and rolling. Catches some people. Sukadev Goswami is not speaking the name of Sri Radha because he thinks if I speak Sri Radha, then I cannot speak. कितने भरे हुए हैं वो लोग? How filled they are with Krishna. Can you imagine? Like little spark and they cannot tolerate. एक माला करने में struggle हो रहा है. Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram. What is the balance in my account? Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram. कुछ हमने कल खरीदा क्या? हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण हरे राम 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे राम 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 हरे हरे कृष्ण 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 आज वीकेंड में क्या कर? हरे राम एप्पल पिकिंग के लिए चलते. हरे कृष्ण हरे 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 राम हरे राम हरे हरे कृष्ण. टेस्टी नहीं यार. हरे कृष्ण कुछ अपराध होने लगता है. अरे आप फोकस ही नहीं कर रहे हो. अपराध तो दूर की बात. पूरा कोशिश तो करो 100%. उसके बाद ना हो तो they have to try so hard to not remember Krishna. One thing they see in Krishna and they I could not understand this pastime honestly. One person came and he's trying to speak about medical thing and he saw a peacock feather. Bro, how can he faint? At max he will think, if he see peacock feather and we remember Krishna, we think, how advanced I am. See, by seeing a peacock feather, I remember Krishna. Immediately pride will come. Wow, see, my consciousness is so great. That's why it's not great. How can you see a peacock fan and then he faints and he rolls? He becomes so absorbed he faints. Is it possible in this life, such? Is love of God possible in this life? You know, when when actually there is a deep love, what happens? Can't stop thinking about that. हम लोग को कोई आइडिया नहीं है कि लव है क्या. We have, right? We have no idea what love is. What is the state of the heart is filled with love? Mahaprabhu said, once whose heart is filled with love, he's the richest person. He's the richest person. This pastime is beyond to explain. This is just too high pastime. Who is supposed to read now?
The king, fearing that the royal physician being killed, personally descended and brought him to the consciousness.
He went down and he was like, sir, you were telling suddenly I saw you falling down, fainted. What happened? He said, maybe he died. Suddenly some heart attack came and he died. So he went in. He went down. यहाँ सब कहीं दर्द हो रहा है आपको? गिर गए ना? I'm not very much. I'm not very much. I think I'm all right. मृगी ना, मृगी के वो होते हैं, अटैक्स होते हैं कभी कभी, एपिलेप्सी बोलते हैं. मृगी अटैक मींस सडनली यू विल your head will become unconscious and you fall down. So they call it like some attacks. So he said, what happened to you? Then he said, I have a disease. What do we say if we attend that love? Somebody, why did you fall down? Love Prabhu, love for Krishna. You know what is love for Krishna? There is no like Bhaktivinoda Thakur says in Shri Krishna Kirtan prayers. He says, know that love of Krishna is in the heart of, even if you have all good qualities, keep your heart simple. Don't try to gain prestige from that. Know that love of Krishna is in the heart of every living entity. Everybody has love. Don't become proud if you have love. This is Bhaktivinoda Thakur can say because he has love. So he is handling his consciousness. So he says, don't become proud. Everyone has love. We Shiny probably khali hai. But the king knew, he was a Muslim king, but he knew that he is an exalted, liberated soul. He is covering it up. One of the quality of a devotee is he covers if there is whatever prema inside. And the quality of those who are not devotees, they show how much I have when there is nothing. They show to others how much I have when nothing is there. But those who have, they try to hide it. Lot of experience. Yeah. Okay, so I guess this is the we'll finish the Raghunandan story and then we'll end.
रघुनंदन सेवा करे कृष्ण मंदिरे द्वारे पुष्कर पुष्परिणीता गतेरा उपरे कदम्बिरैकवृक्षे पुटे बारमासे विद्यते फुलः कृष्णावतांसि. Raghunandan is constantly engaged in serving Lord Krishna in the temple. Beside the entrance of the temple is a lake, and on its banks is a damba tree, which daily delivers two flowers to be used for Krishna's service.
So Raghunandan is constantly engaged in serving Krishna in the temple. At the entrance, there is a lake, and on the lake, beside the lake, there is a kadamba tree, which delivered two flowers daily to be used in Krishna's service.
कुंदरे कहे पुनः मधुर वचन तुमितर काव्य धर्म
So we'll go with last round. Then we'll end with
Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu again spoke to Mukunda with sweet words. Your duty is to yearn both material and spiritual wealth.
So he gave this instruction that continue your job. One person was telling me, there are many people, one of them was telling me about Prabhupada disciple. I'm finding a lot of faults in him. Is Prabhupada disciple very exalted? I was talking to Malti Prabhu. I said, Prabhu, this devotee is wasting. Jagat Purush Prabhu. He said, oh, he has done significant service to Prabhupada. Opened many temples in Europe and London and Hungary, and has a significant service, and stayed 10 years in Juhu temple as a head cook. So there's a lot of service in his life. So this devotee said, I'm finding a lot of fault in this devotee and his Prabhupada disciple. I told him that is a problem with you guys. Your mind is so uncontrolled. I was angry actually when he said, I'm finding a lot of fault in this person. Then I said, what fault are you finding in him? He said, how can he be a devotee when he's working? That's all. He's working, how can he be a devotee? So, I was thinking, wow, the mind is great. Doesn't leave anybody. Small thing which is completely insignificant, and it will produce a full-blown situation out of it. You see how mind works? So we have to be very careful with the mind. Okay, so you read?
No.
You did it. Okay. This done? Okay, thank you.
Raghunandana Kara Krishna Sevana Krishna Seva Vima Hinaru Annahi Mana. Furthermore, it is the duty of Raghunandana to always engage in Lord Krishna service. He has no other intention but the service of Lord Krishna.
So he's telling, what did he say to Raghunandan? What did he say to Mukunda? You should do material and spiritual wealth. Both you should. What did he say to Raghunandan? मंदिर में सेवा करो बस. उनको बोला कमाओ, earn material and spiritual wealth. He told Raghunandan, just serve in the temple. He had no other intention but the service of Lord Krishna.
I wish you to my devotee. The three of you should always execute these three duties for the service of God.
So what did he say to Raghunandan? Stay in temple. To Mukunda, earn material and spiritual wealth. And to Narahari, stay in Bengal only and serve the devotees. Stay in this association, don't come with me, and you serve here. I wish you to remain here with my devotees. In this way, the three, so he gave three different instructions. One person should work outside, one person should live in Bengal, and one person to live in temple and serve. Mahaprabhu, three different instructions. So this is Last paragraph we will read. Okay.
But actually, when Krishna is represented to the service of the
So who is higher? Who is living in the temple? Who is preaching? Or who is earning material and spiritual wealth? Who is higher as per Lord Chaitanya? Do your duty. Mahaprabhu gave different instruction to different people. Work according to your nature. As long as you are in the path of serving Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Mahaprabhu will take you back to God. Yeah? Okay, Mataji, we don't want you to feel left out, so you can also read. Then he gave orders to these two brothers. So you see how Mahaprabhu is glorifying and he is giving instruction. You do this, you do this, you do this. And he gave the instruction to Samabhattacharya and Vidyamachaspati. That we will see next week. Round is over. And it's 8:53. Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Ananta Koti Vaishnavendra ki jai, Gaur Premanande ki jai. Thank you very much. Devotees on Zoom, here and here. Hare Krishna. Dhanavad Pranam. Hare Krishna. Prabhuji.